Hey guys, Crafty here, and the wait for Tears of the Kingdom is starting to become unbearable. And with the return of classic Zelda enemies like the Redead and the Gleeok, I have compiled a list of 5 classic Zelda enemies I want to see in Tears of the Kingdom. Starting off strong, we have Dark Nuts and Iron Knuckles. These enemies by far have probably the best potential for 1v1s. Similar to how Lionels work in Breath of the Wild. If you guys didn't know, these enemies are normally invincible unless you parry an attack or hit them from behind. This type of obstacle seems perfect for Tears of the Kingdom combat, but I could totally see one or even both of these enemies being included in Tears of the Kingdom. I have seen some people talk online that maybe even some of these characters can be Zonai variants. I'd love to see a Zonai styled Dark Nut or Iron Knuckle. Next up I have is Goma, another very classic spider-like boss, seen in a variety of Zelda games. And to put it short, this is basically a Hinox, but a spider. Many appearances in the Zelda franchise, Goma has been seen on the ceiling dropping down. So I could definitely see that be in cave systems, where you're just walking in, seeing that it's empty, and then boom, a spider drops from above. The same way you kill a Hinox, you would kill a Goma with. Just shoot its eye. Get it vulnerable, then strike it. It's literally already made for them. Just add more legs. But next, in the same vein, we have Deku Babas. To describe them in short, these are Venus flytrap style plant enemies that bite you. And I think in almost every variation of this enemy, its stem becomes a stick. And this is just perfect for the fuse mechanic. I could see these enemies be a part of the Great Plateau version of the Sky Islands, where you're just exploring and then you come across this interesting flower and you go up to it and bam, it's a Deku Baba. But you kill it and it drops a sturdy stick or, a Deku stick. Of course, these sticks aren't powerful alone unless you use the fuse mechanic. And this just reinforces the fuse mechanic further, giving you a proper handle. And you could just fuse it with anything else. It kind of just works in synergy with the mechanic, and I would love to see this be implemented into the game. Going back to caves though, we have one of the most scariest enemies I remember from Ocarina of Time, being Wall Masters. Hand-like enemies that lurk in the shadow and grab Link from the ceiling. You're walking in a cave, you see a shadow under you, you look up, and bam, you're grabbed. I don't know what's going to happen next, but I think it's going to be similar to like what Redeads do to you in Ocarina of Time. They kind of just like squirm on your face, suck the life out of you. I want to see scary enemies. If Redeads are already in the game, why can't they be? And lastly, this is kind of a cop-out, but we've already seen Boss Bokoblins, right? I now want to see Boss Lizalfos and Boss Moblins. Because we have our 3 main types of enemies. I guess 2 types if you want to count Moblins as Bokoblins. But I want to see bigger enemies of the tiny guys. And we've already seen this with Bokoblins with the Mega Boss Bokoblin. So I want to see them with Lizalfos especially. And I think that's all the enemies I have in mind at the moment. Let me know in the comment section down below what enemies you want to see in Tears of the Kingdom. And I might make one more video before the game comes out. Again, if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe. I'll be doing a giveaway pretty soon. And get the countdown screen up and running. So I'll see you next time. Goodbye.